Happy New Year. I would like to call our public hearing to order at 6:34 p.m. in the village chambers. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Miller, Jones, and Abraham are absent. Mayor Thompson?
Here.
Trustee Senior?
Here.
Trustee Tierney?
Present.
Trustee Horn?
Here.
All right, can we all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Can we all pause for a moment of silence, please? Thank you. I ask at this time that you please silence your mobile devices or phones out of respect for the board. We're going to take item 2, public comment, out of order and save it for last to give the public a chance to comment on the discussion. So at this time, we'll have item 3, a discussion, in which I'll start by reading a letter which got all of this started. To Mayor Katrina Thompson, the Village of Broadview recently inquired whether the village's code of ordinances needs to be updated as a result of the recent amendments. I'm sorry, this is something different. This is going to be something we're going to read for the board meeting. I apologize. So on to item 3, discussion. At this time, we'll have Hancock Engineering. We're going to have Chris Baker come to the podium and start us off with the agenda.
Before we start with Hancock, let's just give some background on the safe routes to school.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, so this is in the preliminary stage that we was awarded to do the safe school routes back in, I want to say August, September.
Right.
And so now we come into fruition where we have to have a public hearing to get input from the community. The streets that we're looking to entertain is 13th Street between 23rd and 22nd Avenue, 13th Street between 21st and 20th Avenue, 13th Street between 19th and 17th Avenue, and 15th Street between 21st and 19th Avenue, Central Drive between 21st and 18th Avenue. A lot of these sidewalks is going to impact the students that attend Lindop School. So we have tonight with us Madam President Carla Harrod from the Lindop School Board, and our Superintendent, Dr. Jackson, and Board Member Cheryl Griffin, and a member of the staff. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. The business manager. Tell me your name.
Scott Baranek.
I'm sorry.
Scott Baranek.
Scott Baranek. And we have the business manager from Lindop School to get any questions that you all may have when we get to the public comments. So thank you for being here. Hancock, we ready?
Absolutely. So Mayor stated it perfectly. It's basically throughout the Lindop School area, bounded by Roosevelt, 25th, 17th, and Central. There's sidewalk for along most of the frontage of the houses. There are a couple gaps in these areas, which is what the village applied for grant funding to the Safe Routes to School program, and obtained a grant for approximately $200,000. There are gaps in other sections of town, but on this project, the intent is to fill in these gaps. As the mayor said, it was funded through the Safe Routes to School grant. It should be said, Mayor, that the village of Broadview had if not the highest, one of the highest scores for their application too.
Oh, nice.
So they received 100% of what they asked for.
Can you tell us what that amount was?
$198,000. And that's no match necessary. It's just pure grant. The projects will include about 12,000 square feet of sidewalk. All the sidewalks are 5 foot wide except for the sidewalks along Central, because those are directly behind the back of curb. They're required to be 6 foot wide so that when you plow snow, the snow goes into the first 2 feet of the sidewalk is the thought, and you still have a 4 foot wide sidewalk for pedestrians. All of the new sidewalk will be ADA accessible and meet those requirements. I don't know what happened here with section 5. You can eliminate that. That has nothing to do with this project. The project schedule, what we're currently in is to get this project constructed during the summer, which we think is key because kids aren't in school, and we don't want to have the project ongoing when kids are trying to utilize it to walk to school. We have talked to IDOT, and they're allowing us to work on phase 1 and 2 concurrently. So what that means is phase 1 is the preliminary engineering study, which is what we're doing now by having this meeting, and phase 2 is the design. afterwards, we can go through the plans on the back table there. They're preliminary plans. Those have already been submitted to IDOT. Just preliminary plans. Final plans are due March 2nd. So based on comments we received tonight and other comments we may receive through the mail, we will incorporate those comments. And then construction letting, which is when they open the bid documents, is early June, with construction starting at the end of July and being completed by the end of August. And once we'll look into it, school probably starts like August 25th or something, based on last year's schedule. We'll have it completed by then.
Nice.
There's a comment card at the end of this agenda, where if you wanted to put a comment in the box back there, either tonight, or you can email it in or mail it in later, we'll certainly take your thoughts into consideration. But I'll be around as long as necessary to talk to any of you about specific locations and any concerns that you may have. It's a pretty straightforward project. There's sidewalk here, no sidewalk in the middle, we're putting sidewalk in. So that's pretty much all I had. Again, I'll offer each of you to meet with you individually or as a group back there to look at the plans and look at the sidewalk in specific locations.
So I do have a question.
Absolutely.
Because I heard you say you want to start the project right when the kids are probably getting out of school.
For the summer break.
For the, but they have summer school, so we would need from Lindop School your summer school schedule, so that we
Yes.
can let the parents and the students know when they get ready to start the project, to kind of, you not use that sidewalk, whatever it is, but we got to, make sure, because they do have summer
And what
school.
we'll do is we'll put provisions in the contract so that they're only allowed to do, let's say, the north side of the school, north side of the street at once, so that we'll have signage that'll push the kids to the south side of the
Okay.
street. So there'll be access through at all times, but yeah, having the schedule would definitely help. Please.
Okay. Trustee Horn, you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Trustee Tierney?
No.
Trustee Senior? No. Any comments from the public? Madam President? Dr. Jackson? Board members, Cheryl? Can you come to the mic, because we streaming live? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. So currently, Lindop has about 18 students that are impacted by the lack of sidewalks, and so we are very, very excited. We were excited to hear the news that the village had secured a grant, and now we are equally as excited because this will come to fruition. I would like to have some more conversation at the end about a couple more areas where we do have children across the railroad tracks, to just see if that is something that is on the forefront.
Okay,
Okay,
that's fair. Thank you.
thank you.
So I have one more question, because Dr. Jackson brought up a good point on the children that walk to school on another part of town. Is the Safe Route School Grant, is that something that we can apply for annually?
It is.
Okay,
Well, typically it has been, assuming that they continue with their same protocols, then yes.
okay. That's all I have.
If
Going
anyone's
once, going twice. No further discussion. I'll make a call for a motion to adjourn the public hearing for the safe school routes.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by trustee Tierney, seconded by trustee Horn to adjourn.
Hold it, Mr. Clerk. Ms. Henry.
Yep.
Yes, please.
I expressed my concerns to him and to you. So I'll express it to you. The people that live on,
Like a pro.
the people that live on the streets, on the corners, have small paths and not long driveways like the other people in the block on the avenues. And my question is, if you don't have parking space, and I know the village has the ordinance about parking across the sidewalk, if you back your car into the garage, you still have part of your car going to be on that sidewalk. What's going to happen as far as citations?
So we still exploring that. One of the trustees had brought the matter to our attention, so we addressed it by enforcing the ordinance. So we know that that's problematic for the corner homes, and so we're still working with Broadview Police Department to come up with some solutions. But if you have some recommendations or some solutions that we can consider, we are entertaining all concerns because it is problematic for those that own properties on that's set up on a corner house. The other thing is, you know, most of the homes that's on a corner house have a garage, and a lot of people use the garage for storage space. So, and that's another concern. So as a homeowner, and to be responsible and to be fair and to follow the protocols that we have set forth in the ordinance, we asking the homeowners to be responsible by using the space for what it's for, and that's to park your cars, because we understand it's a concern, but like I said, a trustee brought it to our attention. We enforced the rules because it is an ordinance that is enforceable, but we have to work through that together as a village at large. So we're trying to work through those circumstances, so we're not issuing out any citations until we come up with a better plan for those that have corner lot homes, because we do understand that that is problematic for some.
Okay, because, as you know, Broadview was built years ago, and a lot of families only had one-car garages.
Right.
And today, people have more than 2 cars per household. So, you know, that's what I'm saying.
No, we get that. We know the dynamics of the family has changed. But once again, we do have ordinance in place that we follow those protocols that's been established before this administration. So we are considering those complaints that we get to be more, you know, community friendly with situations like this. So just give us some time to work through that. But if you have a solution or a recommendation, we open to all of that, because we have to work together as a community to resolve those type of issues, because it's not just on the backs of the police chief or the back of the mayor. It's all of us working together to come up with a solution where we can amend the ordinance to make it advantageous for everybody to live in a viable community. So it's all of our responsibility, even those that complain.
Okay,
Okay?
okay.
All right, thank you, Ms. Henry. Okay. Any more questions, comments, or recommendations? Going once, going twice. Can we get another motion to adjourn the Safe Route School Improvement?
I believe the current motion is still in order by trustee Tierney and seconded by trustee Horn. All in favor say aye to adjourn.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Hearing no opposition, we are hereby adjourned at 6:47 PM.
Thank you all for attending. See you at 7:30.